Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, everybody's doing well or feeling well. So, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And before I show y'all this video, this is just showing how everybody's not all about money. This guy says how he was a tower climber for installing 5G towers, and he basically said he took a $60,000 pay cut, quitting his job because he noticed how 5G, the dangers it has. So, instead of just being all about the money and just saying forget it, he, quit the job. My head goes off to him because a lot of people don't have the guts to do that. A lot of people in this world, they're all about material and, money. And that's all they see. They don't see nothing else. They don't care about the health of others. They don't care about their families. Or, how this stuff might, affect people. This guy goes in on this and tells you about 5G. And not only that, not only 5G, but he talks about even your cell phone alone. People die of cell phone radiation, radiation poison. So from people holding their phones up to their ear and stuff. So that also, it's not just 5G. Your regular cell phone, your regular 4G LTE can do that too. And I mean, even the other Gs, the 2G, 3G, the older phones, if they, like I said, if you continuously hold your phone to your ear, that's radiation. That's why a lot of people nowadays got tumors and other stuff, radiation poison. It's a lot of stuff. They even say it causes cancer and all that. I mean, it's 5G, and the thing is, it's not even up and running yet. They got it in a few places like China and stuff like that. They got, I think, in New York, Chicago, but it's not up and running as 4G is. See, 4G is been around for a while, 4G LTE, so of course it's had wider range, but 5G is still new, so a lot of people say their signal drop because it's still new. They don't have much towers, but they even said 5G, they even said that it kills, birds been dropping out of the sky dead due to the 5G, how strong it is. It's been killing bees, and other stuff. So just keep that in mind. Check out, I'm going to play this back. Check out what he says, because this dude was a tower climber. He installed the 5G towers. So check out what he says, and let me know what y'all think in the comments. Let me see me rewind it. Okay.
My name's Ian, and I'm a tower climber. I earned that title. My blood, sweat, and tears. I earned that title. Though not too long ago, I quit the industry. After finding out that I was installing a Chinese-made weapons and surveillance platform. I took a $60,000 a year pay cut and entered another field. And I've been avoiding making this video. I was just never telling how far a video would go. After a couple times going viral, I'm just kind of over it. But there's some things going on in the world now that I can't sit on the information and not tell you. Even though I may struggle with how to tell you. All right, so there's a lot of myth and disinformation about 5G. And a lot of people are scared, and rightly so. This isn't what we're used to. This is not anything like what we've got online now. Well, though, now we've got it online, and that's the issue. It's not just theoretical anymore. It's not just being installed in preparation of. It is online, and I'm being proven right, and I hate it. Because there are some communities out there that are going to feel the effects of what I installed there. Where do I even start? All right, so 5G is a new way of emitting radio frequency. Right? Unlike 2G, like 2G and 3G, it is directional. Right? 4G emits itself in a bubble, and your exposure to the radio frequency, which is non-ionizing radiation, which means that it doesn't have the strength like plutonium or uranium to knock your electrons out of the path and start mutation. Though radio frequency has been proven by the National Institute of Health's toxicology program to be carcinogenic. And that's just a 2G, 3G. They found conclusively that it caused tumors and cancer. Right? They tested it on rats, but they proved it. $30 million 2-year study, they proved it. Cell phone radiation is carcinogenic. Right? And your user manual that you got with your phone, it tells you to keep the thing away from your body. Do not carry it on your body next to your skin. It tells you to use your phone holding it 6 inches away from your head. There's a reason. 5G is a whole new ballgame. And it emits radio frequency in a millimeter wave. Right? It's like a non-ionizing radiation laser beam, essentially. And they've done tests on this. They found out that there were adverse health effects from exposure to millimeter waves in the 70s. I've seen some of the documents. I've seen the studies. They found out a long time ago, which is why the military used it. They use it in a thing called the active denial system. It's a crowd control. They spray the crowd with a millimeter wave radio frequency, and it causes the water molecules in your sweat glands to feel like they're boiling, and the crowd disperses immediately. And this job that I love and took so much pride in had me installing similar technology in your communities, and I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't do it anymore. And I made some videos, and a lot of people were scared, and rightly so. Then I just kind of dropped off. Wait. But there's some things going on in the world now that I can't not comment on. Because in November of 2019, the Wuhan district in China brought online the world's first smart city grid. You understand? They flipped the switch, turned on their 5G network at 60 gigahertz, and within 2 months they've got an outbreak. Respiratory illnesses. Now here's the real interesting thing about 60 gigahertz. 60 gigahertz is absorbed by oxygen. It's an interesting part of the radio frequency spectrum. 2.4 gigahertz, the same thing as your microwave and your cordless phone and your home router. Those all operate right around 2.4 gigahertz, and it interacts with hydrogen molecules, which is why water boils, because it interacts with the electrons, causes them to spin and excite. 60 gigahertz radio frequency, and it's looking like somewhere around 40 gigahertz does as well, interacts with oxygen molecules. It's absorbed by oxygen molecules, causes the electrons to spin, and it makes it impossible for the body's hemoglobin to break it down and bond it to iron, essentially rendering the air in the path of that laser beam unbreathable. And Wuhan turned theirs on in November. And here in March, the world's looking at quarantine. All right, you start doing the math. The Diamond Princess, you're going to say the cruise liners. The cruise liners don't have. Yeah, they sure do. The Diamond Princess was premiering a dedicated 40 gigahertz Starlink network. They have a dedicated mid-Earth orbit satellite that follows that boat around and provides high-speed data to them. You start doing the math. Wuhan turned theirs on, then South Korea, Italy, Milan turned theirs on. The United Kingdom turned theirs on. There's cities all across America. If you take a look at one of the outbreak maps and then overlay it with our 5G smart grid maps, and ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, this technology is dangerous, and it is proving me right. I would have rather have been wrong. I would have rather have been dead wrong. But I'm being proven right, and there's so much misinformation out there and so much lack of knowledge, and none of the media agencies are speaking about this. None of them have mentioned this tie. Like, it is not coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I mean, there are communities here on our soil, here in America, where I installed it. And for that, I am truly sorry. I mean, no longer, I took a $60,000 a year pay cut because I believe that firmly in it. I quit. I will never be put in a position where I'm going to choose money over harming my fellow American. Well, look, it's coming. They are going to install small cell sites on street posts, street lamps, traffic lights, telephone poles. They are going to install hundreds of thousands of them across our country, across the nation, across the world. And not mention what it's doing to you. Look, we've got to speak up. We've got to speak out. You've got to talk to your city council, your senators, your congressmen. You've got to hashtag at real Donald Trump and let him know that you are scared and you want this technology tested and put a halt to having 5G installed. You want it shut off. Because the only way this stops, the only way the politicians and bureaucrats stop and test this technology and find out the long-term effects is if you speak up. So let me tell you what, Big Telecom has trillions invested in this. Money talks and bullshit walks. And crooked politicians will always stay crooked. God bless you. God bless your families.
Did y'all hear what he said? So, my head goes off to him because, he's not all about money. He actually cares about his fellow Americans, which you really find nowadays. A lot of people, they all about money and, that's all that matters to them. But, my head goes off to him, because that's a good deed that he's doing, for his fellow Americans. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about this. Comment down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Because they say that certain people is trying to get petitions signed, to take 5G down and to stop the process of 5G. And it's real interesting because 5G is separate from the virus. That's what people don't get about what's going on now. People just think, okay, it's all about the virus, which is not. It's a whole lot of things going on right now. There's about 10 or more things going on right now other than the virus. So. Well, yeah, I find it, came across the video. I'm like, okay, let me share this, because you can't just sit on the information and, what's the use of having these platforms if you're not spreading the truth? So, but yeah, I've been here because long years ago I was reading about because I'm always looking stuff up. So I heard about this stuff years ago, like about 5G, and they was even talking about 6G. So I'm like, wow, they just getting started. So they even think about bringing 6G out. So I mean, but it's just crazy that they don't. They all about the money. These people these companies, they to create these things. They don't. They just care about putting the stuff out, and they care less about who falls dead due to their products. They don't care. You know, believe it or not. All they care about is making a dollar off you. They don't care about you as the customer. So that's what people need to wake up and see. You think these people care about you? Shit, you better think again. So that's what it's about. It's about that dollar. They can get a dollar off you and some cents. Yeah, they'll push it out. I mean, and they care less who. And that's another thing. This is another 5G and all that. It's another thing that's a part of the agenda. A part of the population control. Because you heard the guy say in the video, he said how the military and stuff, use it. They would use it to control crowds, through waves. So this stuff is powerful. They even talking about they got in New York, someplace in New York, someplace I think China. They was saying they said they got places where robots serve you in restaurants. So, but as they say, for these robots to even function, they need a strong source like 5G. So in them areas like China, they got a whole lot of 5G spots. So that's another reason why a lot of people are dying there in some other place because it's more towers, there. Because see, with 5G, you need a lot of more towers than you do with 4G or 3G or 2G. 5G takes more to keep it running. So, but that's all I want to talk about. But it's all the corruption at its best. How the world is the agenda. But y'all put y'all thoughts in the comments. Like I said, y'all, if y'all not subscribe to the channel, subscribe. God fearing. And on Facebook, it's my video page is Loyalty is Royalty. So follow, share these videos. Get them out, get the info out, share it to your friends, family, and I mean whoever else you think need to hear about the message, because this information needs to get out to more people. So God bless all y'all. It's Saturday already, so I'm up late doing a couple things, but I appreciate the new viewers, the old viewers, the new and the old subscribers. Thank y'all, deeply appreciate y'all. God bless all y'all. Hope in these crazy times, y'all holding on to y'all close ones and coming together, because we need more of that. And that's about it. So y'all have a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all on the next video.